What is up, Camaro? Ah, you're not early. I'm just late. Just waiting for people to roll in. What's up, Tim? We need to buy your attention star. Conroy. Michael Conroy. If you're not on staff, should you stick with only one company? No. You should throw whatever is best for you. Throw whatever you like. From Belgium. Hello from Belgium. Jaylen is doo-doo. How do you strike a pose after release? What do you mean? Like stay on balance? I don't know how to answer that. Yeah, no broad questions. You don't answer broad questions. Yeah, maybe one day Jaylen will turn the corner. Kristen, what's up? The Netherlands. Hello to the Netherlands from TV Bowling Supply. Do I think Jaylen has a timing issue? We've been working through a few things. A lot of it's with his arm. How do I put it? We've been working on how to control his wrist so he can better and more consistently roll the ball. And on top of that, I threw in something to change his timing a little bit. It's very small, though. He probably forgot what it was. But he said last Wednesday he was struggling with feel, having one of those days where the thumb just didn't feel right, along with, going through a couple of changes. But he just needs to get the reps in with the new things that we're trying, because when he's working on it, he actually throws it very well. So, how am I matching up with the XL? I don't bowl very often, so I can't really say, but I enjoy it. It's obviously it's a big solid ASIM. We got a bunch of those in the line, but it has a bit more of a mild cover stock compared to Harsh Reality, Eternity Pie, those kind of balls, Gem. So it's that nice combination of it. It's not too diggy in the front part of the lane, but it's still big. It still slows down, along with a little more RG than some of our other big balls like Gem, Harsh Reality. So I think it'll be a little more useful across the lane. XL good replacement? I don't know what a good replacement for Proton is, because NEX it felt so unique. I don't know what a good replacement for Proton is. You'd have to ask Chris. Chris and I still bowl one-handed. If there's a tournament that is for big money, I will go out and bowl one-handed. Yeah. Am I going to have to give Jaylen a raise in pay if you're going to decimate him every week? No, I don't give him a pay raise for sucking. Why would I pay him to bowl like shit? Right? He's going to have to earn every dollar that he gets. You suck at bowling. Should you pick up golf instead? Well, if you pick up golf instead, you'll just suck at two sports instead of just sucking at one. So it's really up to you. Jaylen did give me a good challenge the 2 installments prior. He actually beat me the 2 weeks before, but the spare sheet wasn't very good those 2 days, and I wasn't feeling great those 2, just not getting good sleep, dad things. But I told him one of those weeks I was going to absolutely destroy him, and there it was. Oh. Yo. Have a Crux Prime and Omega Crux on either side of my reality check looking to replace those Crux line balls. Those are unique just because of the core. But I would say try something like Absolute Power. Just with the core design, it could be similar. Any advice on pin down layouts for symmetrical balls? 470 rev rate and you struggle with pin down layouts, track over the thumb. You just gotta try and keep your hand behind the ball a little bit longer. Or you gotta go with slightly stronger pins. Harsh Reality Pearl, good replacement for Eternity? Yeah. Same cover. A little lower RG, so it's gonna be a little stronger. Attention Star or UFO Alert? Oh, both. What would be a good replacement for a gem? Probably the Harsh Reality. I don't think it's fair for staffers to use new balls in competition before the release date to the public. Your thoughts? I think that I don't think it's unfair. Because, I mean, really, how much of an advantage does a new ball provide over an old one that's good, right? What if the new ball I'm throwing absolutely stinks and you're throwing a phase 2, right? Not sure how it's unfair. What's up, Brant? I'm winning a lot of money throwing a 16-pound Zen. What ball can I buy now that is really close to the Zen? Gold label seems too clean. Yeah, gold label's got a much different cover. You'd be more towards like a Sublime. Is there a bet on who wins more weeks? No, but there is a bet. Obviously, if you've been watching, there's a bet for the year-end payout for total pins. So I opened that gap up pretty wide. It's at like 196 now. So I just got to keep piling it on for 4 more weeks, and then I'll win that bet. If I see Brad, let him know that he is still your favorite Pro Bowler. I think everybody in the universe knows that Brad will forever be your favorite Pro Bowler. Three ball recommendation for league. Iron Pro, Attention Star. What would be your third ball? Up or down? I mean, that's a broad question. I really don't want to answer that. But Ion Pro, Attention Star, very nice. It really depends on you as a player and the lane surface, the pattern, all that good stuff. So I can't really answer. Broad question. Can't answer that. You've been using a freeze the last one? Whoa. A ball similar to the freeze? Get a hustle. Robin Morrison is back. Yeah, I do have to watch Mav at home, watch my own kid, and I get to watch Jaylen. I don't just watch him for bowling. Like, he comes in the shop every day, so I have to watch him try and not destroy my pro shop for 6 hours, and then I get to go watch him bowl, which is miserable. So my day is just full of misery. I got to watch him yesterday golf. That was also miserable. What should you do if you're watching me and you're getting worse? You should reassess your life. Does the absolute fit between reality and phase 2? Theoretically, I guess, yeah. What would be a good Pro Ball to good? I mean, that's a kind of a broad question. I don't really want to answer that. I don't want to answer it, so I'm not gonna. When did you guys hit the Open? We hit the Open Memorial Day weekend. So, it was like May 27th, 28th or something like that. Oh, okay. I just read the end of that question. That looks like a broad question. But after making some adjustments in my 290 game, my continuous improvement dropped average from 220 and lost confidence. I know. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. You heard Chris say we were opening a second shop. Where is it located? Guess you're just going to have to find out. Just wait and see. If you're good enough to be on staff, that's the benefit of being on staff, is throwing new equipment. You're not wrong. Did I prefer phase 3 or phase 4? Phase 4. I still have one. Poker stiff. Any drills I might recommend if you keep crossing your body on your downswing, how to keep your downswing straight. Yeah. A lot of people try to throw the bowling balls either one-handed or two-handed. They try and use too much of their upper body. Too much upper body rotation is not good for bowling, right? So what you want to do, what you can try and do as a drill, I guess, is like a foul line drill. And then you really just want to set your shoulders. You know, obviously you want to drop the right shoulder a little bit. You want to set your shoulders and just try and feel more of a swing with the arm and not using as much upper body rotation. And then implement that feel into your full approach. Brad might win an eagle. I hope Brad wins an eagle. Favorite player on tour? I hate them all. Do you use less axis rotation if you're playing more in front of you? Typically. Is Jaylen a better golfer or bowler? Sadly, he's a better bowler. Zachary Samuels, appreciate it. Thank you. Went to a pro shop, laid out my own ball, and the pro shop guy got offended. Oops. If someone came in here and laid out their own ball, and all I had to do was drill it, good for me, because that's less effort I had to do, and I'll still get paid the same. Do we have 15-pound tension stars up in this shop? Yeah, of course we do. Always got to stay strapped with the tension stars. I actually think we only have one. Yep, only one, actually. Any shoe recommendations? Shoe recommendations. I am a big 3G Racer fan. As far as things to avoid, I don't know. Just make sure you get the right level shoe for your wants and needs and skill level. Can you do a video on recognizing ball roll and what moves it? That's a hard video to make. I've wanted to, but it's a very hard video to make because every situation is different. So you might encounter a similar looking situation that I might explain, and the solution probably will be different. But what I will say is, well, no. Kind of a off tangent, kind of not. Live streams may be moving to a night where I bowl league. I might live stream league instead of just doing these because I'm running out of things to do on these Monday live streams. So you guys might actually get to watch me bowl league, 3 games, one-handed, if I decide to bowl league. And, I mean, there you can kind of watch the progression of things happening, and then you can ask questions in live stream, things like that, if that interests you guys. So that might happen. But back to the video on release or ball reaction. It's tough because a lot of the things are very minuscule and only the trend I can see them. So, and like I said, the situation just changes every time. So there's nothing black and white about bowling, which makes it very tough. That's a broad question, not answering that. With my two-handed game, can you give me advice on something no one really talks about? How to put your fingers in the ball? I guess. I mean, if you guys been keeping up again, like I've been going down to the second knuckle. But I don't think there's a proper way to put your hand in the ball. It's just put it in the same way every time. Just be consistent. Because if you change that, then it changes your ball roll. It changes where your track ends up on the ball. Then your ball's going to probably flare a little bit different because if you change the way your hand's in the ball and you release it, you're probably changing your PAP a little bit. Who's the mama's boy, me or Darren? Darren. For two-hand bowling, is there benefit to having a bend in the arm swing, or is it just personal preference? I'm testing bowl. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know. It's not a broad question. That's not why I'm not answering. I just don't know the answer. Something similar to Journey goes a little longer. Get a high road. Do you see a gap in my bag? Proton, Eternity, TNT, Archetype. Oh, God. Yeah, the gap would be something like Summit Peak. A strong cover, or a cleaner cover, strong symmetric. Are there more than one full roller layouts? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just a small variation of kind of the same thing. But I don't truly know. What sole do I use most on my racer? The one I actually bowl competition in. Like those dial-up ones that you see me wear, the rotor grip ones. I've actually split a sole to where I use the 8 on my toe, and then I use the 4 kind of further back, so I can kind of slide toe down first a little bit easier, and then I get traction as I put the ball of my foot down. I don't have the shoe with me right now, but that's what it is. The league night would be fun. Who's on your team? Don't have a team, actually. The one I'm debating joining is a scratch draft league, so I don't actually know who would be on my team. And I'm not a drafter, obviously, because this would be my first year in the league. But I just thought it'd be fun. Just bowl some league. See if I can average 260. Oh, stationed in Germany. Hey, one for the troops. If I go back and forth between one-handed and two-handed, how you not confuse yourself and get good or worse? Well, I will tell you, my spare shooting, some spare shooting habits have leaked into my one-handed bowling occasionally. Like my footwork changes a little bit from one-handed to two-handed. I seem to drift a little more two-handed than I do one-handed. I'm getting it a little more straightened out, but yeah, some of the habits do leak into my one-handed game. A lot of it's the footwork. No, my mother's not going to hold the Pac Coast tournament. Can you demonstrate how you hold / insert your fingers and utilize thumb, pinky? What? I mean, I guess. For one-handed, I mean, fingers down to the crease, then thumb in. Is that what you wanted to see? I don't know. But there you go. That was it. If there's a gap in your bag, shouldn't you just get a new bag? Absolutely. Pro VM. I don't know. Pro VM, that's not really my thing. What are vacuum grips? So they're called vacuum grips. They're not called vacuum grips. They're vacuum grips. VACU. And the actual grip is the same, right? It's still just a grip. But it's the way the hole is drilled, so the grip will feel the same. But you get a little more stretching room, so typically you'd go a little bit smaller in size when you go to a vacuum grip. Like if I just used a regular hole, regular 31 hole, typically I think I would be like a 23 for my middle finger. But with a vacuum, I actually use a 45, which is smaller than 23, because I get room to stretch, so I get to push it in there a little more, and it expands. And it's just good for traveling. If you're a bowler that swells a lot, or your hand just changes, you're put in situations where your hand changes. It's nice. Well, clearly Kyle's not in here to ban this guy, so I guess I'll do it myself. What do you think are the long-term impacts on the body from bowling if you play, say, a few rounds a week? What do you think that starts to do with the body? I mean, wrist tend to be an issue. I would say the sliding side of your leg sometimes can be an issue. Favorite overseas ball, if any? I had a lot of success with the huge cell. Does Harsh Reality Pearl replace Exotic Gem? Yeah. Yep. Vacuum grips, beneficial for two-hander. Personal preference. What would be your best 5-man team in PBA League with any bowlers alive or dead? All right. You're going to give me Norm Duke. You're going to give me Norm Duke. You're going to give me Tommy Jones. Hard to say because it depends where we're bowling. But Norm Duke, Tommy Jones. I want Simo. Give me Pete. And shoot, who would I pick for the last one? And give me Patrick Allen. So, all my guys, they're all alive. Holy Diver, yeah. Thanks for coming in, man. Do I have a favorite 2LS? Not particularly. What is the top selling ball so far this summer? For us, hard to say. We've kind of been all over the place. Melanie Gomez, hello. Could Harsh Reality Pearl and DNA Coil be in the same bag? I wouldn't do it. My attention star two-handed is drilled 4 3/4 by 4.5 by 5 by 2.5, I think. Do I play video games? Not anymore. Have I thought about doing a video where you make grips for Chris and he makes your grips and bowl a game? I don't know. No. Gorilla Glue Enthusiast, what's up? You guys got any more questions for me? If not, I'm just going to turn it off early and maybe get some stuff done in here. When was the last time I played golf? Yesterday. If you have a DNA Coil, do you need a Harsh Reality Pearl? Probably not. You see my hat? I would hope so. I'm wearing it. What's the difference between pin up and pin down? Pin up is going to lower the RG, raise the diff, aka make your ball stronger. Pin down typically raises your RG, lowers your diff, so it makes your ball a little bit weaker. Yo, Acclaim Garage Doors LLC is back again. What is up? Thank you for the super. Hope you're doing well. Always appreciated. Jaylen versus Lance, when is that happening? Yeah, we got to find a situation where we're going to make that a 2-on-2 if it ever happens. Darren Lance versus me and Jaylen. It's got to happen. Just got your two-handed PAP for the first time ever. The PSO said your PAP is up instead of down, which is rare. It's not that rare. I mean, my two-handed PAP is up, so it doesn't really mean anything. It's just what it is. You have a little more tilt. That's all. Does the infused fit between Iron Pro and High Road? Not really, no. Are demo balls worth the plug and rejoining, or do they get too much abuse? Depends how cheap you get them, I suppose. What would I replace an archetype with? Anything else. Do you think the Pride Dynasty would be a good fresh... I don't know. Do you hate Classic Bowl in Daly City as much as Darren? Darren's just a hateful person. So I guess by default, no. How long did it take me to find my typical layouts I use? With as much as I've bowled, which is with as much as I've just done in bowling, it doesn't take me very long to find layouts that I prefer. It also is a evolving thing. It's ever evolving. My ball roll changes a little bit. My preferences, the way I see the lane changes a little bit. So where I bowl changes. Like I've seen a big difference from when I was in California to out here. Just bowling eyes are way different. They oil much differently, so I had to adjust accordingly. Jaylen versus bumpers. Give me the bumpers. If your thumb has continued exploding since you started bowling again a year and a half ago, despite upping my thumb size twice, do you have any suggestions to alleviate it? You need to get refit. Come in a TV Bowling Supply. Let me take care of you, and we will get that done. Yeah, that's a fit thing. That's a bad fit. What balls would be good for nationals for 300 revs? That's a broad question. That is a broad question. We don't answer those. Can I explain an up and down PAP? Yeah, it's just whether your PAP is up and down on the vertical axis line. What it actually means? Nothing really. It's just what you are. You really need a suggestion ion? Yeah, everybody should get an ion. I think that ball's the daddy. I just ordered 2 more. I'm going to make a video whenever those come in. I think they're back ordered at Storm. That's why I haven't gotten them yet. But Ion Pro is very good. If you guys haven't seen the video already, go watch it. Ion Pro does that work. Also, guys, there is a sale going on EFX. If you don't follow them on Instagram, go follow them. EFX 2014. They have a Christmas in July sale going on, 20% off. I think it's site-wide. 20% off, and you can stack codes. So at checkout, you can stack the code MITA for an additional 10% off that price. So for those of you getting ready to bowl league this season, getting some jerseys for your team, or you're just going to go bowl some tournaments, or you just want some jerseys, go to EFX today. It's Christmas in July, and use code MITA for 10% off that. Who's the worst golfer in PBA? Probably a lot of them. They're pretty bad. What time do we open on Saturdays? We are open from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. All right, and that was a nice flurry of questions. I think I'm going to call it there. Short stream today. Just really didn't know what to talk about. That's why I didn't stream last week. I had no idea what I wanted to talk about, and just really didn't feel like streaming. But we'll see what other questions are filing in here. 3 over and 4.5 up. 3 over and 4.5 up? That seems very unlikely. I would have to see that to believe that. Also about Ion, your latest vid convinced me. Jamie Hickey, you are welcome, and thank you for supporting Storm and getting an Ion Pro. That ball is incredible. Ion Pro, attention star. The 1-2 punch of 2024. But I'm going to conclude it there, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks again, Garage Door, as always. And I will see you guys maybe next week, maybe not next week. Who knows? But we should have another video coming out during the middle of this week. And then, of course, as you know, on Sunday, we always release a summer series, two-handed Quest for Two Hands video. That will happen. What's the code again? Use code MITA for 10% off. It's literally just the first 2 letters of my first name and the first 2 letters of my last name. MITA. For 10% off at checkout. You'll find that code in the description of every video as well. So you can go there. MITA. MITA. Trump 2024? Sure, why not? Glad he didn't get shot and killed. I mean, he got shot. He didn't die. But, yeah. See ya.